So today is Mother's Day, and I wanted to release a show. I actually had this really good idea for a show. I actually wanted to record me and mom, having her pick out some questions out of my little. Well, I have one of them containers. Like, you know how if you ever had the limited edition of Patron, it come with like a really fancy container that has like the picture of the Patron bottle. Anyway, I had the questions inside of this box here, and I was gonna have her pull them out, and we were gonna answer questions and and laugh and stuff. Well, as women, we want our hair to look a certain way, and we want to look a certain way on the camera. And I decided yesterday to wash my hair, and since my hair is like natural now, it is super thick, so I decided to twist it up. Now, since my hair has shrinkage, it did shrink. And I tried to put a wig over it, but I had that big old hump at the top, so no visual show will be made. And then also, my mom, she helps a little with my uncle's church with everything that's been going on with the coronavirus. So she's really been like on Sundays. You would think that she's actually went to church or something like that, but she is nonstop on the phone all day. So with it being a Sunday and it's also Mother's Day, her phone is ringing nonstop, not only with Happy Mother's Day, but with stuff, about church and stuff. So this show, I might be doing it alone because I don't want to wait too long. Like, I want to be able to talk to y'all and enjoy and stuff. And then last week, I didn't get to release a show. I actually went out to my granddad's house. I went to my dad's house and we went to my granddad's house to check on my granddad, spend a little time with him. And then by the time I got home from there, it was like 9:45, and it takes me literally 4 to 5 hours to edit a show. So I always try to make sure I do the show a little early so I can give myself about 4 or 5 hours to be able to edit everything, because I'm not that good yet at editing. I'm learning, but like I'm slowly learning. Like, I'm not even at the running stage. Like, I'm still at the crawling stage of editing, but it's all good. I'm still learning. But let me get into this podcast. Okay, since it's me here, I thought it would still be fun for me to pull out a question that I made out of this thing, so y'all can actually hear it. I'm going to just pull a random one, and then I'm going to answer it. What is the funniest thing I did or said as a kid? Now, I'm only going off of memories here. I don't know how she would answer this, but I think one good story that I always hear about when I was younger is my mom used to work at KFC when I was young. They had me, like, I think when they were like 22 years old. So she was really young. She was a manager at KFC, and she would work like a lot. So by the time she'd get home, she'd be really tired. And one day, I think I was probably about like three or something like that. And she was really tired. I want to say I was either 2 or 3. I don't remember the age. I'm pretty sure that she'll comment under the show and tell us if I was right or not. But I was like 2 or something, and she was like, okay, I'm going to sit here. She put on the TV, and she laid on the couch, and she actually fell asleep. Now, I was hungry. Now, me, I've always been a proactive kid. Like, I'm not just going to sit here if I'm hungry. Like, I'm going to make things happen. Well, 2-year-old me did exactly that. I went into the kitchen, I opened the fridge, and I was like, bacon. Bacon, I like bacon. So I took out the pack of bacon, right? Now, if anybody, y'all know me, y'all know that when we lived in the city, in my room, I had a playhouse. My playhouse was huge. Like, you go inside of it. My parents actually put like a little tiny TV in the window of my playhouse. Like, I love my little playhouse, right? So I took the bacon and I put it on my play stove. I'm like, I'm cooking it up. I was a chef, cooked it up and everything. Mind you, she knocked out. She don't know what's going on. I cooked up the bacon and stuff, and I ate it. I ate it raw. Mind you, like, this is not cooked bacon for real, but imagination, like, I had a huge imagination. So in my head, it was sizzling, like it was crispy, but it was raw. Yeah, she woke up and saw that, and she freaked out, like, oh my God, my baby's gonna die. Like, who eats raw bacon? But just to let you know that my stomach is a fighter because I'm still here. Another funny story is this. Like me, I told y'all, like I was a proactive kid, right? So it was this one time I was thirsty. I don't know what my parents be doing. Like, listen, I'll tell you, me as a kid, I'll tell you if I'm hungry or if I'm thirsty. Now, if you don't listen, that's on you because I'm going to go get me something to eat and I'm going to go get me something to drink, right? So one time, I don't even know what my parents was doing. Like, they were always watching me, but at the same time, like, they wasn't watching me. So somehow I was thirsty and I got into some NyQuil, right? Now, NyQuil has been childproof as far as I know for a long time. It was still childproof when I was a kid. And I want to say now, at this age, I was probably like 4 or something like that. And I was thirsty. So I sucked the NyQuil out of the NyQuil bottle. Like literally, it wasn't open. I just sucked it out. Now, don't ask me how or what made me do that, but I was thirsty, okay? Like, mind your business. Anyway, I sucked the NyQuil out of the NyQuil bottle. I drank a lot of it too. And I'm pretty sure after I drank it all, I felt like my thirst was quenched, right? Well, after my parents like saw that I was like really tired a lot, they was like, I don't know what's wrong. And somehow I left the evidence on the floor. So at this point, they know that this was a new bottle of NyQuil, and somehow majority of the bottle is gone. So, 2 times out of 2, smell my mouth. Oh, smells like NyQuil. She got NyQuil, right? Now, mind you, let me go back and pause. At this point is when my parents should have actually sued the NyQuil company, because if it's childproof, how was I able to drink half of the bottle and it wasn't open? Ding! Okay, move forward. So I was knocked out, right? So at this point, mom, she was freaking out. I'm her first kid. She's freaking out because I'm constantly like getting into certain stuff because I have a high IQ. Like if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. If I'm thirsty, I'm going to drink, right? So I'm knocked out. Like I'm high, y'all. I am big blowed. When I say big blowed, like she took me over my cousin's house. I didn't even want to play with them no more. I sat there, I watched them for a second, knocked out. Now she took me over my grandma's house. Wouldn't play with the kids. Why? Because I'm blowed. Like I'm super blowed. So was knocked out. So my mom called my grandma and was like, I don't know what to do. I think that she has, it's been poisoned or something. And she was like, what should I do? My grandma was like, it's simple. Let the girl sleep. She tired. And you know what, y'all? I didn't get poisoning, but I was knocked out for like 3 days. Literally. Like I would wake up for a second, pee and everything, and just be out of there. Like, I think that's probably what some of the funniest things that I've done as a kid. Now, I've probably done more funny things, but those 2 stories always took me out because I told them, I was like, so y'all didn't know that I was like super smart when I was a kid? Because I'm super smart now. Like I might not do the smartest things, but when I do them, it seems to be rational when I do what I do because I do it, right? But, I'm like, I'm not just now getting smart. Like, I just came out this way. I can't help it if I came out as a genius. Like, anyway, getting distracted. That's something that I think that she would answer for this. And she's probably listening to this and cracking up. Like, literally cracking up. I'm going to pull another one, which is probably going to be good. And then I'm going to wrap it up. How bad did giving birth hurt? Well, I watch videos on Facebook. I never had a kid before, and I'm 27 years old. So I'm going to say that it looks like it hurts. Like, it looks like your booty is split open and stuff. Like, I don't know. All I know is that when I watch the videos, it looked like your rooter to your tutor is messed up. So it looks very painful, okay? Don't know how to answer that, so I'm going to keep going. What is this? What advice would you give new moms? Well, at this point, I can't even answer this one too. But for the new moms, listen, if your kid make a mistake and drink some NyQuil, let them rest. They blowed. That's my advice. Okay, let's get something that I can really answer. What age did you hate experiencing the most as a mother? Well, I can tell you this. I was a pretty good kid. I might have been like a little, I don't know. I wasn't bad. I was just smart. I was a smart kid, okay? So, I don't think it's nothing to hate about that for me being a smart kid. I think it's probably the teenage years. And I think that's all teenagers. Like, teenagers are dicks, period. And I said what I said. Like, teenagers are dicks. So if you have kids right now and they haven't hit those teenage years, you are not going to like them. Like, I don't know. I feel like when I have kids and my kids become teenagers, we just going to fight. I don't know if I'm going to like them like that. But, I probably answer that. She might not say it like that, but I'm going to be raw and say it like, teenagers are really assholes. All right. What is this question? This was going to be really fun, y'all. Like, I literally had all this planned out. I had everything done in a certain way. But it is what it is. What is this question? When you were younger, what did you think I'd grow up to be? So I probably could answer this because, like, for a long time, my mom always said, like, oh, you're gonna be a psychiatrist or psychologist. Why don't you go to school for psychology? And I used to be like, no, like, I just want to twerk my life away. Like, I literally went to school for dancing. Like, I don't want to be a psychologist. And then I think about what I'm actually doing now. Like, most of the time during the week, I am giving advice. I'm doing a little bit of counseling. And that's always been my thing. Like, I've always problem solved for people. Like, even if I can't even answer my own problems, when I'm able to listen to someone else and see what they're going through, I can actually picture solutions. Now, I might not be able to do that for myself, but that's, it is what it is. So, yeah, she's been saying that for the longest, that I was going to be, go to the school for psychology or something like that. And I'm, like, slowly still getting there. Like, I still, at this age, don't want to be a psychiatrist or anything like that, but I think I'd be a good, like, life coach, a really good life coach. Like, I'd be the person, like, yo, you're not doing nothing anyway, like, if you get high, you get high scores. I might not give out the best advice, but you know what, sometimes it's well needed. But Mother's Day is bittersweet for a lot of people. Like, a lot of my friends and stuff, some of them, their mothers has passed away. One of my cousins, I actually was with her this weekend. Her mother passed away. So I always like to try to share what I have. My mom, she get calls all the time. I think she's a mother to a lot of people. So it's always been known that I share my parents a lot. But I always try to make sure that on days like this that I contact those people just to make sure how they feeling, because a lot of people have lost their parents during this pandemic, the coronavirus thing. One of my friends, she lost her mother and her father. And I can't think of how I would be or anything like that, because I have never been without my parents for like longer than a week, maybe a vacation. Other than that, I probably talk to him, see him just about every day. My dad, I text him, we text a lot. Sometimes I FaceTime my mom, I see her every single day. So it's like, I don't know how I would feel if I was in someone else's shoes. So I try to make sure that I reach out to those people and let them know, like, hey, like, if you want to, you can come over here. You can borrow my mom if you want. Like, she can tell you about your life. And I'll share. But it's days like today that you want to reach out to the people that, has lost their mothers or something, or people that don't have their mothers in their life because maybe their mom is sick or something like that. Like, reach out to those people. Make sure that they're okay, because everyone is not okay today. Some people are mourning. This is their first Mother's Day without their mother. And it's not to make this sad or anything, but just to say, like, make sure your people's good. I always tell people, like, make sure your people's good. Like, I know we can't reach out to each other every single day, but the people that actually really need someone today, just reach out to them. Make sure that they're okay. Like, I try to do that. I might not be able to reach out to everybody all the time, but when I know someone is in need, I try to make sure that I extend, myself to them, to make sure that I'm there to help them, because I know how it is to need someone to listen to you, to be there, and ain't nobody there. Somebody there, but they ain't there. You know what I'm saying? So that was the Mother's Day show. Like, sit back and enjoy your family, enjoy your mothers, talk about some funny memories your parents have of you when you were younger. What are some of the things that you did that got on your mama's nerves? Like, stuff like that. Or then, at the same time, I used to love to just be like, Mom, Mom, like I used to love doing that to piss her off. I don't know why the enjoyment of irritating parents never gets old to me, but I know that I'm not the only one. Like I literally will irritate my parents just to see a reaction, just to laugh and be like, all right, chill out, don't get mad. But that's just me. I don't even think that'll ever get old. I don't think that would. Like, I have friends that's older than me that still actually like to get on their parents' nerves. So I think that's just a thing. Or maybe it's just a thing to us because, like, some of us be bored. Like, I get bored fast. And as you know, I've been studying everything because I've been, like, really bored. So I've been studying, like, the stocks, foreign exchange. Like, me, attention span, like, I focus on 20,000 things at once. So that's me. But happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to my mom, to my stepmom, to my sister. All of you guys are great mothers and you're doing an awesome job and it shows. So definitely appreciate everyone that's listening to the show. And once again, you're never too old to miss and love her. So make sure you give her a kiss on the cheek to your mother and make sure you give a kiss on the cheek to the people that's actually just mother figures in your life as well. So I'm out this thing. This has been a moment with Mika on the great Mother's Day. And go outside and thank the universe, Mother Nature herself, because she's doing her thing. That ozone layer is being helped. Yes, I said it helped. But we'll get into my vocabulary another time. Peace.